2 and 2.
4.
5 and 2.
7.
Go on now. 5 and 2. What about 3 and 4? What's 3 and 4?
I know in my head.
Did that whet your appetite for more? This week we're talking about reinforcing suggestions, and I'm also going to talk about the link between hypnotherapy and fun street hypnosis and what it can teach us, and notice the differences between the two. So if that sounds interesting, stay tuned and find out more. Hi there, it's Turan here for Feel Good Hypnosis, and well, it's Monday. Did you miss me? I usually release a video every Sunday, and well, I didn't release one yesterday. You know what? I was just having some time off. It's good and important to look after yourself. It's not being selfish to look after your own well-being. So I just thought, nothing wrong with me. I just thought, I'll chill. I'll take some time off. I'll post a video on Monday, and that's what I'm doing right now. So hopefully you didn't mind that little extra day of wait for this video. Anyway, what are we talking about? Every week I post a video of some street hypnosis that I've done. I break down, after that video is played, some tips and advice and guidance on it. This week I'm talking about, as I said in the introduction, I'm talking about reinforcing suggestions, because sometimes you need to make sure you're on track, and that's important whether you're doing street hypnosis, stage hypnosis, or hypnotherapy work itself. I'm also going to talk about, because it was a nice example here and an opportunity for me to talk about the differences between making a suggestion in street hypnosis and how it's not really going to stick no matter what you suggest, but they will accept it if they're comfortable with it. As opposed to in hypnotherapy, obviously what we want to do is make a suggestion once or twice and make sure it does stick. So what's the difference? So stay tuned, make sure you watch after the street hypnosis clip has ended, because I'll be talking on about all these areas and giving advice and guidance on, well, the power of hypnosis as always. So if you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, make sure you give it a like, and don't forget to click that big red subscribe button and the bell notification button next to that subscribe button, so you get notified every time a new video comes out from myself and Feel Good Hypnosis. If you have any comments, any questions about this video, about the video clip itself, or the breakdown description afterwards, please leave it in the comment section below. I love reading your comments, I love answering your comments, and maybe sometimes I'll even make a video just for you. So please do leave your comments in the comment section below. But enough of that, let's check out the street hypnosis first.
And I'm going to count from 1 to 3. On the count of 3, your name will come back to you fully. Your name will come back to you fully. Your name is no longer Bob. Your name will come back to you fully. But just as quickly as your name comes back to you, the number 7 just disappears from your mind. You know what it's like to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's how you count. That's how you've always counted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Nod your head, you understand. That number between 6 and 8 has just disappeared out of view. You will not be able to say that number. So 1, 2, 3, open your eyes. And your name is? Of course it is, of course it is. Tell you what, I'm going to do a bit of fun experiment. Just for the kids here. Hold your hands up like this here, and I want you to count really loud. Count your fingers. 1, 2,
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Sleep now. Way down. Deeper, 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 relax. That number 7 just disappears from your mind. You will not be able to say the number 7. You know how to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's how you count. That's how you've always counted. Nod your head that you understand. All that other numbers just disappear from your mind. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's how you count. That's how you always counted. So 1, 2, 3, open your eyes. Anyway, we were counting. We were counting. Count your fingers out loud for me.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11.
11. You've got 11 fingers.
10.
You've got 10.
Sorry, get me out of here.
Let's count again. Count again. 1,
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11.
You've got 11 fingers.
Take me away from here, please.
Do you know this girl?
Yes.
Has she always had 11 fingers?
She has.
Hold up this hand. 1,
2, 3, 4, 5.
5. There's 5 in that hand. Hold up this hand.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5 in that hand. 5 and 5 is?
10.
Hold up your hands. Let's count from the start. 1,
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11.
some simple maths. What's 1 and 1? Maths with her. 1 and 1? 2 and 2?
4.
5 and 2?
7.
Go on now. 5 and 2? What about 3 and 4? What's 3 and 4?
I know in my head.
Tell you what, we'll do movie quiz. Movie quiz. What do you call that movie? What do you call that movie? Snow White and how many dwarfs? It's gone now. How do you try that? How it's gone? Snow White and how many dwarfs? Really try. How do you try that? How it sticks? Tell you what. Maybe she needs a bit of motivation. I'll give you £5 if you can tell me how many dwarfs there were in the Snow White movie.
8.
It's not right. It's not right. I'll give you £10. £10 if you can tell me how many dwarfs were there in the Snow White movie.
6.
Is that right? She says it's not right. 15. That's the last one. 15. How many dwarfs were there in the Snow White movie? It's gone. Really gone. Can't say it.
Felicity, tell me.
No. Money's away. So it's not. It's nice to see that there's a woman that's not motivated by money. There's so many women just want money, but she's not motivated by money. Sleep now. Way down. Deeper, relax. In a minute, I'm going to count from 1 to 5, and on the count of 5, the number 7 will come back to you fully. You will remember your name fully. You will not feel like you're ever stuck to the floor anymore. But when you awake, you'll feel full of life, full of energy, like you've had a 12-hour sleep, like you've had a 6-hour massage. Full of energy, full of life. Do whatever it is you want to do in life. Ready to go, ready to be zoomed, really powerful inside. Nod your head that you understand. So 1, feeling that feeling of hypnosis just disappear from the tips of your toes. 2, washing up to your legs, to your stomach, to your pelvis. 3, take a deep breath in. Feel that energy washing through you. 4, washing into your head like a fresh mountain breeze blowing all the way through you. Feeling really energized, full of life. And 5, wide awake, stretch. Big round of applause, guys. Did you enjoy that experience? Thanks very much. You were a great star.
I couldn't tell it out.
Tell you what, just to check everything's gone, hold your hands up like this here. Count your fingers.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Perfect. High five. Good stuff. Tell the camera, what do you think of hypnosis today?
Amazing.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hi and welcome back. Did you enjoy that video? She was lots of fun. That was some number amnesia. That's forgetting the number 7 in this case. Well, it can be any number, but I picked the number 7. She'd already been hypnotized. I'll put some links to other videos with this lady so you can see her getting hypnotized in itself, and also forgetting her name before she forgot the number 7, so you can check those videos. But stay tuned at this video first. So what did we see here? Well, first of all, I gave her the suggestion, and you can see she's a very good subject. She dropped nice and relaxed into hypnosis, into the eyes closed state, and I gave her the suggestion. But what happened? As soon as she woke up, she remembered the number 7. The suggestion apparently didn't stick. That might happen. She might just need a little bit of reinforcing. So what did I do? Did I panic? You didn't see me panic in any way. Hopefully it doesn't come across that way. I just dropped her back into that eyes closed state and reintroduced the suggestion. I mean, it's a busy place. It's a noisy place. Hopefully you saw that. And again, that's an important point that I'll come back to in a moment. So there's a lot of things going on, and well, she's never been asked to forget the number 7 before, so it's a new thing for her to do. So it's not unreasonable that maybe the first time I make that suggestion, it didn't fully take. There's nothing wrong with my hypnosis skills. There's nothing wrong with her as a client. It's just time, place, everything that's going on is quite new to her. So as I say, I don't panic. I just drop her back into that eyes closed state and reintroduce the suggestion. The number has gone. It's like you've always counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. So I give her an example, as it were, of how she should be thinking and counting. And then 1, 2, 3, wide awake. And this time it works perfectly, as you saw. Now, interesting things to notice when I dropped her back into that state. Look how cataleptic she was. Her hands were in this sort of state as she dropped her eyes and closed her eyes, and as you can see here. And there was almost a natural, relaxed state to it. That's catalepsy. That's where the muscle groups just fall into that relaxed state. It's almost as if it's a natural pose to come into. So that's a nice little green flag. That's a nice indicator that she really is in a good state of hypnosis. Now, I know she was in a good state of hypnosis already because of the previous videos and the previous skits that I'd done with her, so I knew she was a good hypnotic subject. Again, a further reason why not to panic when something doesn't go as planned, when she first of all said the number 7. So never be worried, just reinforce. If it doesn't work the first time, have faith, have trust in your own skills and abilities as a hypnotist. Just keep going, it'll work. Another thing I sort of always like to point out is no two people are the same. Now, notice how when I say you've got 11 fingers, she goes, no, I've got 10. And she's sort of looking down at her hands going, why am I counting 11? So she's confused about that. Now compare that with a video I released a couple of weeks ago where this girl here, as you can see here, she's about to say, I've got 11, and just feels natural that it's 11.
5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11.
11? You've got 11 fingers?
Yeah.
Have you always had 11 fingers?
Yeah.
So everybody's going to be different. So don't worry if someone, falters on the number 7 and just can't get past. Some people go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and can't get to 8 because they're so fixated that something's wrong inside their head that they can, feel they should be saying something else. Other people will count right up to 11 and go, it's 11. Other people, as this lady's situation was, she'll go 10. I got 10 fingers, not 11. So everyone's different. Again, another important point to raise when you're doing these skits. Don't assume that the subject that you're working with is going to react in any one certain way. Now, I mentioned earlier that, the environment was noisy. Now, when I was making the suggestions, dare I say it was nice. Well, it doesn't really matter, but it was nice that there wasn't a lot of background noise. But once she opened her eyes and we were moving into the skit, there was a lot of singing, a lot of music in the background, and even as I was bringing her out of hypnosis near the end of the video, you'll see one of her friends leaving the audience and walking past and going, nice one, sort of thing, just give a silent tap on the shoulder. All of these things didn't disturb her or distract her in any way. Why? Because when you're in hypnosis, you're focused on what's happening and what's being spoken to you, so you don't get distracted. Many people think for hypnosis to work, you have to be in a nice quiet environment, a nice lounger lying down. This lady's standing up in a busy mall and the hypnosis is still working. So, most of the time when we hypnotize ourselves, say we have a fear of dogs or a fear of spiders, we didn't close our eyes and go into a deep trance to accept that idea that I'm now afraid of spiders. You were walking around, you saw a spider, it shocked you, and in that moment you hypnotized yourself. So we hypnotize ourselves all the time with our eyes open, with noisy environments going on all around us. Hypnosis does not require silence to do that. Now, when I'm teaching street hypnosis, I always tell people to make sure you engage with the audience. That's just as important as working with the person you're hypnotizing, because you want to keep them enjoying it and interacting in some way as well. In this case, I turn to one of her friends and say, has she always had 11 fingers? Now, my plan was that she would say, no, she should have 10. And again, that would cause some conflict in the way she was thinking about the fact that she'd just counted 11 fingers on her own hands. But that friend turns around and says 11. So never rely on a stock answer coming from the audience, because they love to play along as well. I keep saying that, I always say that in these videos, that the audience will join in, they will participate, and you never know what they're going to say next. So again, it helps build that skill of being impromptu. So I reinforce this confusion that she's got 10 fingers but keeps counting 11 by getting her to count one hand, then counting the other hand, then once again counting on both. And again, look how she laughs. This reinforces the idea that she really has now forgot. Yes, when we first saw her, she opened her eyes and counted the number 7. She's going to say the number 7 if she can think the number 7. So that when she doesn't say the number 7 now, we know for certain that the hypnosis has kicked in. And that's the beauty of seeing her, as it were, the suggestion not working the first time, because it reinforces the idea that it is now working. She would say it if she could say it, but she's laughing because she can't get it out. Now, not only do you look at the laughter and the way she's struggling, but what does that laughter represent? Well, the reason she's laughing is because she knows somewhere deep inside her mind that the number 7 should exist, and yet it's not coming out of her mouth. She has that conscious versus unconscious struggle. And I talked at the beginning about the connection between street hypnosis and hypnotherapy. Well, in hypnotherapy, or even everyday life, should I say, let's talk about before someone goes to a hypnotherapist, they have that similar sort of struggle. They see a piece of chocolate cake and they know they're on a diet and they shouldn't eat that chocolate cake, but they still eat that chocolate cake. No matter what one part of their mind is telling them you shouldn't eat that chocolate cake, the other part of their mind is saying, yeah, but you like it, go ahead and eat it. And this is what's happening here. It's not that she's 100% forgot the number 7, but in this situation, she knows what she should be doing, but she's not doing it. And this is the power of hypnosis. Because we're talking to the unconscious mind, we're talking to that part that says, yeah, but you always like that chocolate cake. So spin that around. Now, if someone comes to me for weight loss, they might know that they enjoy chocolate cake, but the other part of it, the unconscious, is now saying, but you don't want that chocolate cake. So they might have a giggle, they might have a but they'll not eat the chocolate cake now. Now, the difference between hypnosis for street hypnosis and hypnosis for hypnotherapy is, well, this lady didn't come to me to forget the number 7. So she's not going to forget it. She will remember it sooner or later. That's the key thing. Whereas the person that comes to me for weight loss, well, they want to do this. They want to have that new mindset, so it's more readily accepted, and it's going to be accepted without the fun and without the giggles. I'm not saying hypnotherapy is not fun. It is a lot of fun and a little something different than the standard hypnotherapy, or standard therapy, should I say. But it's going to be speaking to that unconscious part of you that, as in this lady's situation, just naturally and readily accepted the suggestion. So I hope that makes sense. If there's anything that you weren't clear about, as I said at the beginning, put a comment in the comment section below. Once again, we almost lose the suggestion because I start to do the 1 and 1 is 2, 2 and 2 is 4 sort of part of this familiar skit. And what happens? She says sif. She almost says the word 7. She doesn't quite get that out. But what do? Again, calmly I say, it's gone. I just reinforce the suggestion. This is why in hypnotherapy, we want to reinforce things several times to make sure it really does stick. Because we're not having that same level of interaction with someone that's in a street hypnosis setting where they'll immediately repeat the suggestion, or lack of suggestion in the word of amnesia. So we want to reinforce it several times to make sure it really does stick. And it doesn't hurt to just go and it's gone. You might see me throughout that video several times just reinforcing it, and it's gone now. You cannot say it. When I do reinforce that suggestion, look at her face. She's really staring intently, and she puts her tongue, to the top of her teeth, almost as if when as you would do that if you were trying to think of something. Oh, the name of that actor is. She's really intently thinking. She's trying to get that number 7 out, but it just doesn't come out. And at one point she goes, "Oh, I'm sweating." She's struggling that much to get those words out. So it really, again, all these are positive signs, beautiful signs that the hypnosis really is sticking. It really is working. And I hope that makes sense to you. So the end of that video is really just me bringing her out of hypnosis and giving her those positive suggestions. It's going to feel great and feel fantastic. It's always important when you finish working with someone to bring them out in that very positive mood and giving them that nice little hypnotic gift that you'll feel fresh, feel alive, feel full of life. One important point to always notice, and it was very clear with this lady, I can't remember if I've mentioned it in the other 2 videos with this lady, but health and safety points. Some people, when they're teaching hypnosis, say we should never touch the subject, and yet you see me with my hand on her shoulder throughout this time. Now, hopefully you've noticed every time I put her into the eyes closed state, she was really relaxed. She was almost swaying, almost falling over, and I want to make sure she doesn't fall over. She's standing up, of course, so I want to put my hand on her so that if anybody walks towards us and I'm distracted from her, I know physically whether she's swaying from left to right or whatever. So it's important all the time for me to be aware of where she is in 3D space by, holding on to her, that if a loud noise and I look away, I know that she's not going to collapse behind me because I can feel that with my hand. Keep that in mind, because health and safety is very important when you're doing it. When someone's in hypnosis, you are 100% responsible for their health and safety. That's a given. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you got some good tips out of it. Make sure you give it a like. Make sure you give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to click the big red subscribe button and the bell notification button so you get notified every time a new video comes out from Feel Good Hypnosis. And if you have any comments, if I've left anything out, and I have talked on for quite a while here, interesting to see how long this video is going to last, but if I've missed anything, if you want more clarification at any point, or if you just like it, please do leave a comment in the comment section below. I really love reading your comments, so please do leave a comment in the comment section below. In the meantime, hopefully I'll be back at the regular time of Sunday for my next video. Keep watching and find out soon.